What's up, y'all? I want to quickly review Clarity VX's DeReverb plugin. There's two different versions. There's a cheaper version and the Pro version. Pro version is like $130 or something like that. So whatever is in your budget, work with that. So I have some Motown acapellas, an old song I did. So first I'm going to look at the cheaper version here. There's one knob, a couple little algorithms you can switch between. You have dialogue, dialogue 2, singing. You have the different ways that it analyzes the audio, whether it processes it says it on the bottom too, which is kind of useful. Look at the left and right channel, sum it into one, then they have like where it sums it into a stereo out, and yeah, so on and so forth. Now on the right of this is a little window that kind of shows you what frequencies are being affected. Jackson 5 acapella, I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus, since the holidays are coming up. Let's take a listen.
I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe last night.
Gorgeous vocals. If you're not familiar with this kind of reverb, for one, it's printed on the vocal, meaning it's recorded and saved on the actual recording itself. I'm looking at this in a spectral view. That's what this little colorful one is at the bottom. You can also look at it as a waveform view, but the spectral view allows you to see the quiet and loud parts of a recording visually. The darker parts are quieter, louder parts are brighter. You can see the actual vibrato that's happening in the song itself. That's the little warbly sound in the voice when he's doing his little fluctuations. Beautiful. So they record this in a room with a plate reverb, and it's a physical reverb that has this really beautiful tone to it.
In my bedroom fast asleep, then
There's still some reverb in there.
I saw Mommy.
It's a lot more dry.
Santa Claus.
And here's the singing one.
Underneath his beard so snowy white.
So you have different ways it analyzes it.
Underneath the mistletoe last night.
So here's the Pro version here, same as before, but now you have a few different options. You can actually introduce some of the reverb back in, and have a strength multiplier, which basically just makes the effect more present. You can also specify what frequencies you want to be affected more specifically, which is really, really helpful when you're trying to fine tune what's happening. So let me turn this up a little bit here. And then they have a difference button, which is really cool because you can actually hear what's being removed.
Ooh, baby, ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. Ain't nothing like
And turn this tail smoothing up a little bit.
the real thing. No, no. Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby.
Having it completely dry just sounds weird, so I'm gonna add a little bit of that back in there.
Ain't nothing like the real thing. No, honey. But it can't see or come to me when I call your name.
Known each other for a couple years now, and you come around when you're feeling down.
You can hear it's just swimming in reverb, right? So let's hear what this thing can actually do to it.
I should have followed you, but I was broken. I should have showed you how I was feeling, but I was so shy and I was so scared. And we were so young, the timing wasn't there. And now I'm waiting, so patient. Now I'm patient.
It definitely does its thing and removes the reverb quite a bit, but your best bet is just to have it on as clean of a acapella as you have, or just vocal. I mean, you can throw this on some drums and snares and it'll affect it too, but from the little trials that I've been throwing at this thing, it sounds best on vocals. That's what it's meant for. Have you tried this out yourself? Check out the demo. Again, there's different versions. There's the Pro version, which is kind of expensive, and there's the cheaper version that's a little bit more consumer friendly, which is like $30. Give this a go. Are there other comparable plugins out there? Let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna wrap this up here. Talk to you soon. Happy holidays, y'all.